For 5 days a week, Lolu village in Taichung's Heping district comes alive with the friendly bickering of older adults. Their families are busy with work and are unable to take care of them. So these dementia patients live at Plahan, a co-living space in the village. Plahan was founded in the summer of 2019 by former Taichung Deputy Mayor Lin Yiying, who had directed an elder care foundation for 10 years. After leaving office, she visited Lolu village and was dismayed by what she saw. Of the village's 1,300 inhabitants, only 7 were using the government's long-term care services.
I found that there were very few caregivers in the village, but everywhere I looked, there were older adults, disadvantaged people, and people with disabilities.
Lolu village is nestled in the mountains of Taichung's Heping district. Most villagers make a living from cultivating persimmons, with a few others growing citrus and guavas. After many years toiling the land, many people end up developing health problems.
We had to separate people with mild and severe conditions. Those with severe conditions were sent to a care institution outside, and those with milder conditions would just go next door and look after one another.
People in need were either sent for care or looked after by others in the community. Other options were limited amid financial hardship, youth migration, limited adoption of long-term care resources, and a severe shortage of care professionals. In 2018, there were only 5 caregivers in Lolu, all of whom were from out of town. Amid the shortage of labor, funds, and information, and an abundance of people in need, Lin Yiying contemplated how to best help these forgotten older adults age in peace. To start off, she put herself to work in the community as a caregiver.
I've been involved in long-term care for more than 20 years, and I've always thought there was more we ought to do, but I wasn't too familiar with the actual on-site work. Since I was going to get a new job, I thought being a caregiver would be best, because then I'd be able to be on the ground and eventually build on that.
Her work included minding patients' everyday needs, such as going to the toilet. Having a former city official move to the countryside to do this grueling work raised a few eyebrows among locals.
When she arrived, we were shocked. Why would such a high-ranking government official come here with her entire family? We were suspicious that she was just doing it for show.
Lin Yiying threw herself into caregiving. Through her actions, she convinced locals to go through training and become caregivers themselves. In the second half of 2019, she founded the Plahan Co-Living Space. Its name comes from the Atayal word for bonfire and prosperity. The name represents her hope of turning Lolu into a warm and prosperous village. At Plahan, Lin Yiying trialed different kinds of long-term care plans. For instance, people with dementia were brought to the space to spend the day together.
Over here, we don't want to say that we're taking care of them. It's more like we're living together. There are many chores, such as sweeping the floors and cooking, that we all do together. We cook together.
Helping around the house and being active in the community can slow down the progression of dementia. To support older adults living at home, Lin Yiying's team developed special rehabilitation programs. Another local, Jiang Zhenrong, has also found therapeutic benefit in raising chickens. 16 years ago, Jiang was involved in a traffic accident that left him unable to walk. More recently, his mother passed away. To help him combat depression, Plahan encouraged him to try his hand at raising chickens. Now, he spends his days tending to his small farm.
I don't get bored, and it's a nice way to pass the days. At about 6 in the morning, they're all like, cluck, cluck, cluck. They keep calling me to get up and feed them.
Sometimes we joke that their lives depend on him, so he has to get up and feed them. It's given him a reason to wake up, the feeling that others rely on him.
The Plahan Collective aims to provide long-term care not just for the body, but also for the soul. Its network supports not only individuals, but their families and the wider community.